Welcome to the third podcast, guys.
Yeah,
Today,
what's going on, guys?
I don't know what we're going to talk about today, but we're going to talk. Yesterday you burned 1,200, you said, or was that 2 days ago?
Yesterday I burned 1,000, and 2 days ago it was like 1,200. Just by I ran both mornings, and then yesterday I ran, and then I did yard work all day. It was like 80 degrees, so I was sweating all day. It was a good day.
Bro, yeah. At work, it's outside, like there's 2 different parts of my work, and some days you go to a different half, so like the whole day we're walking back and forth, and we're wearing those Tyvek suits, and it's like, we're like outside in the, there's like no air conditioning, my balls are dripping, but they're dripping, not actually, but you know, so today's podcast we want to talk about, what, college you thinking? Like, what we were doing in college and like a brief overview of that.
So, as we've said before in other videos, Jaden dropped out from Penn State University in the fall, right at the end of the fall semester.
So let's
Jaden, tell your story.
Well, all right. So I went to Penn State for a semester. I was majoring in architecture, and then after like a month or two, you gotta cut out that what I say. You gotta at least bleep the word. But after a month or two, and actually I don't know. After a month or two, I hit up Mark, remember? And I was like, I don't know, why did I hit you? I don't remember what made me tell you.
Yeah, we were texting back and forth, and
oh no, wait, was it after we came back from winter break or whatever break?
I think it was before that. You called. We were just talking. We were just texting one day, and you're like, "Bro, I might drop out."
Yeah.
I think I just texted you, "Hey, what's up?" And then we started talking, and then we were like, I don't know, we got the business idea, or we said, I asked you if you could help me out with working out and stuff.
Yeah.
Because that was at the point where I was like starting.
That's when you started to work out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hit you up, like, yo, I'm thinking about dropping out. I don't know, like I had like a bunch of different like ideas, like I'd maybe switch into a different major, transfer to different school, go. What I ended up planning to do was doing real estate classes. Like I wanted to get out, have no more college debt, and then just do this real estate thing. Because that's why, like, I was in architecture. Like that's what I like is like real estate buildings. So I didn't quite realize that I didn't like the actual architecture. Like I liked more of the business part. And like flipping houses, which you don't need a degree for really. So that was my whole rationale of why I was thinking about leaving, because I just need money. I can get a job, make money, and go into this house flipping thing.
And at what point is this? Is this like, would you say, what, September-ish? You're really thinking about this, or?
No. That was too early. Like November.
No, okay, so it was closer to the...
Yeah, it was Thanksgiving break. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah. Okay, because then we met up during Thanksgiving break.
Yeah, and then we started lifting,
together.
Yep.
Okay.
So then I left college, and now I'm just, I'm working. I'm almost done paying my loans. I got $1,600 left. Real estate has come to a pause. I finished the first class, but, since like this whole, I don't really know what I wanted, like things are changing for me. It's like I like this business thing that we're doing. Real estate is a business in itself. So like if I'm gonna grow a business, I'd rather grow this, than do real estate. And plus, the economy is shit right now. The real estate is shit right now. So it's taking a pause on real estate. It's not a big deal. Like I could always go back to it if shit doesn't work. It's gonna work out, but I could always go back.
Do you think? Would you regret your decision at all? Like, do you wish?
No, bro. I'm so happy that I'm out of school. Like, to me. Thinking about the money, like, so I owed, when I left college in February, I owed $13,000, and from February till now I owe $1,600. So like instead of paying all those loans, I could have just saved up all that money, and what could you do with $13,000? You can do a shitload for $13,000 with no degree, no student loan debt. You know what I mean? Like I 100%. I'm happy. Like I learned a lot with time management, but other than that,
we talk about that a lot.
Yeah.
Because that's a big thing. Like, especially for me, I like when you like today. I woke up, ran, lifted,
Yeah.
and it's already 11. It's 11 o'clock. But like the earlier, like when you set like we talked about this, setting like little reminders and stuff for each other, and it just really helps like get you going through the day and have a routine. And honestly, like with eating, like we talked about this in the last podcast, but when you're busy, it helps with that a lot as well.
100%. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think like we were talking about college, like $13,000. That is a lot of money.
For one semester, yo. That's oh my god. And think I just made that $13,000 in these last few months without a fucking degree. Like, you know what I mean? Well, a little bit with savings, but still.
Yeah. And you're fortunate to get a pretty good job.
Yeah,
too.
true. That's 100% true.
And thankfully, you got it right before quarantine and everything. So, it's tuition is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Tuition and room and board, especially for both the schools that we go to. And
BS.
as I've already said in other videos, I go to Temple University. I'm a film and media arts student. Currently.
You started a business though, right?
Yeah, I started. So I actually changed my major like 3 or 4 times. So my college story kind of is weird because I got accepted to Temple for film and media arts, and I was pretty confident that's what I wanted to do, and like that's like my true passion. I really like filming, and I like everything about it, editing, cinematography, a lot of different things in the industry, and I don't know, something just kept telling me like, all right, maybe you should switch to business because it's like the safer route, even though.
Wait, you started as business though, right?
No, I got accepted as film and media arts. So
and then you switched.
And then I switched right before we even got to school. So like for my orientation, I actually went to the business orientation, so I didn't even go to the film orientation. But business majors are oftentimes the highest unemployed field. It's crazy because like you don't really need a business.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Business, it's so weird.
I'm thinking that's like more experience, like, because if you want to start a business and you go to college for business, why not just skip college, make money, and get the experience of trying to start a business? Like, you're gonna learn obviously in college, but you're also gonna learn through the experience. You can learn on your own, like from other people's experiences. Like people, like for example, people in like a few years can watch back on our experience through this business and learn from this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
for sure. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But then so I switched to business. And then I was business undecided, which just means that you take the basic business gen eds that are required for all business majors, and then you can later decide, because it doesn't really matter, all business majors basically take the same classes unless you're actuary science, which is a completely different thing, obviously. And then so I knew throughout the semester, I was like, I hated this. Like, I contemplated not even going back to Temple, coming home, going to ESU. There's so many different things that was going to happen. But then I decided, I was like, all right, well, I really like graphic design, and I kind of like wanted to get into like animated work for filming and stuff, to add that into my like resume and be able to combine the two. And so I switched into Tyler, which is the art school at Temple. And I was in that for like a week, and then I was like, realized that it makes more sense to be a film and media arts major rather than to be a graphic design major. So finally switched back to film and media arts, which, like I said, I'm truly happy about. Like, this semester was I don't want to say a breeze, but like everything was so much easier to do, because like going to classes like wasn't something that I didn't want to do. It was I woke up every day looking forward to going to classes and actually learning, rather than just waking up and going to some economics class that I don't want to sit through. When I can learn, I mean, I know you can learn film and everything else online as well.
Everything can be learned online.
Yeah, everything can be learned online when you really think about it. Which is why there's always a part of me that
wants to be
questions.
Like me.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what was I gonna? Oh fuck. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, if I did go back to college, which I'm not doing it, but
Yeah.
I would 100% I think would go for film. I think because it's like what you're doing in school, like what you telling me that you're doing in class, like filming on my YouTube channel, and everything. It's all so fun. Editing, like I don't know, I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great too, and I'm glad like that you've been able to start doing stuff, and like it's crazy how far you've come, like with that socially distant video that you
Yeah.
made, and just like the.
I need to make. I'm trying to think of something, but I can't.
But yeah, we want to keep working on. Our goal is going to be to post a short film or like higher quality edit video like
Yeah.
every like 2 weeks right now.
Yeah.
And that'll keep me mentally busy too with like my portfolio.
The hardest
So-
part is thinking, though, right? Like
Yeah,
it's so easy to get the
brainstorming.
work done because you just grind
Uh-huh.
it, but
Yeah.
thinking of it is so hard. Like.
Yeah. Like with editing, like that's the one thing like that's why like I'm glad that I'm going into this profession because like I could sit down and edit for like 5 hours and it'll feel
Mhm.
like 5 minutes.
It's just
Like,
chill.
It's just
It's
it's
chill.
so relaxing. It's
Put on some music,
yeah.
light a candle.
yeah.
Yeah. So
So-
what about you? So you have student loans or what are you doing?
So I got well, I don't have to pay mine off obviously right now because so basically
yeah.
the reason why Jaden had to pay his off.
It's because I don't have to, but I choose to because I don't want it to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get 6 months. Obviously, you guys probably know because you're all college students as well. But you get 6 months once you unenroll from school. So like that's another thing. Like I don't know if I'm gonna go back in the fall because there's this like big question mark right now
Mhm.
with quarantine and everything. So like if I don't go back, I might unenroll from Temple because Temple's tuition is so expensive.
Yeah.
Why pay for the same education or like why pay for Temple's education when you can get the same education online elsewhere?
Mhm.
So it's just like it's
Save the money.
There's other
So
part of me
you-
that's contemplating just taking classes and working. You know what I
Mm,
mean? And keep
yeah.
working on this. I mean, we just got to keep growing this.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. Wait, so you're thinking about doing gen eds? Like your main thought is doing gen eds at like NCC and then going back to Temple the next semester, or
Yeah. So, like honestly, most of my gen eds are almost done already. So like in the fall, I think I'm just taking 2 more gen eds, and then I have 1 after that. So like I need 3 more in total.
what? Uh huh.
So I'm just wondering, like, I don't know, like, hopefully Temple would be able to honor that if I went to, like, NCC. But I was also thinking about dual majoring in creative direction, which is
And
very,
advertising too, right? You
Like,
said.
yeah, so creative direction
Oh, that's what. Okay.
is, like, in the advertising major at Temple. It's just, like, a sector of it. So basically, once you go through the advertising program, you submit a portfolio in your 3rd year. So like this would allow me to videography and film and all that type of stuff kind of goes along with creative direction. Creative direction is just like the overlying. It is more of the marketing side of things.
Mhm.
So I mean like that's basically what we're doing right now.
Yeah. Trying to do. Yeah.
Yeah, and J2B Fit. So
Yeah. Experience
I mean-
though, you're getting the experience here.
yeah, absolutely.
What was like
It's a
was
good internship.
yeah. So I think the big thing like with both of our stories in college is like how like I'm 100% sure everyone else has like the same thing, like how when you first get to college you're like thinking about so many different things that you could be doing, like you're not sure what you're gonna do, like obviously you're young and like you don't know what you're gonna do, like your path can go a million different directions, like mine, both of our paths went to completely different reactions. Like I didn't think this was gonna happen. You didn't,
I
think this was gonna happen.
either, yeah.
So it just goes to show like shit changes, and
That's a good thing.
yeah, I'm happy with what changed. You know, good things
Yeah.
happen. You know.
And I think like one thing that you definitely would probably like to tell everybody is like don't be afraid of
100%.
Don't be afraid
Yo.
of being different.
And
Don't be afraid
yeah.
of dropping. Like if you
Do what you want. Yeah, like 100%.
Higher education is not for you.
Do what the fuck you want.
Don't stress yourself out about it.
Yeah.
Do what you want.
It's your life. You don't want to be feeling like shit all the time. Yeah. You know, if you don't want to work this job for the next 40 years, you want something else. Go do something else. Make money doing something that you like doing. Because you're gonna, like, it's so, like, you hear it all the time. Like, do what you like doing. But it's like like, people don't understand it. I don't think, like, they don't think about it.
Do it makes you happy.
Like,
we're not saying, like, don't go to school to stay at home with your parents and don't work. He works his ass off.
Mm-hmm.
He's at work from 1 to sometimes 1 to 1 sometimes. Sometimes he'll be there for 12 hours. Sometimes, you know what I mean?
And getting all this shit done.
Working his ass off, and then he comes home and works his ass off on this. So when
it's fun.
Yeah, exactly. So like when we say like when Jaden says like, don't be afraid to not go to school or whatever, like there's there's a lot more to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
and
it's working.
Obviously, like, the work also isn't as fun, but I'm like you gotta do some stuff that's not fun.
You gotta make
But you got, like, the overall needs to be what you want.
And finding that line is definitely important. And I think you've done a pretty good job of that. I mean, we've done pretty. It's sometimes difficult to, like, overlap stuff, like with like sometimes we can't do stuff at nighttime, and most of the stuff is done in the morning. But I kind of like it. Like, I mean,
we get it done. We get it done.
Yeah, we get it done, and I like doing stuff in the morning. To be honest with you.
Yeah. One thing I want to touch on was we were talking about scheduling earlier. So in college, what I gave Mark this advice a little bit too, but what I do at the night before, like, my college schedule was so busy and I always had to keep up with a million different things, and I had work and wanted to work out. So the night before, what I always do is, like, I take a piece of paper and I'd write, like, literally every hour I'd plan out the day, fill up every single hour, give me a little bit of breaks, like an hour of, like, chill time. But if you fill up the whole day, even if you think it's too much, just put it in, because then you see that it's like your brain makes it so that you get, like, the most done. Like, the more you put, the more you're gonna get done. Even if you don't think you can get it done, like, you're gonna grind to get most of it done. Like, you might not complete everything, but you'll get more done than if you just, wrote a few things that are, like, easy task, or, like, things that need to get done. Like, put more on your schedule, you get more done, even if you don't think you have enough time.
And just to add to that, like, the one thing I did for a week is, like, it's hard. Obviously, it's really hard right now to, like, I'm sure a lot of people can agree, like, to keep motivation to work out and stuff with everything going on. And the one thing that I actually did is, I watched the new Rambo, with Sylvester Stallone, and I don't know, like, so I, like, looked up his training routine, like, for when he was younger and all the Rocky movies. It was just, like, fascinating, because, like, this dude is an absolute workhorse. He works his fucking ass off. And so I was like reading through all this stuff, and I was trying to, like, see, like, what can I implement into my workouts, and I just added a reminder that said train like Sly, because that's his nickname. Yeah. So, like, every day I would get the reminder in the morning
train like
Sly. So, like, that would make, like, if I didn't work out, and I usually don't clear my reminders, so if I don't work out, then it keeps telling me, and, like,
it reminds you
it reminds me
done.
to get my ass in there and get it done.
Yes, sir. Yeah, reminders. Habits. Good habits. That's the best thing that I learned in college, is habits, planning out my days.
Habits and consistency.
Yep.
Consistency
yes, sir.
is a big one.
Plan out your days. Set good habits. The higher the goal is, like, for, like, what I was saying, schedule. Set a goal to get a lot of shit done, and you'll get more done than if you didn't set any goals.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys for watching this podcast. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you learned a little bit. We went on Instagram Live. There wasn't many people, but we don't care. Like, we would have been on FaceTime anyway, so.
Yep. Keep going on live if you guys are interested.
Yeah,
Next time
people will
hopefully we
join.
do
People will join.
Yeah, Q&A next time.
Yeah,
maybe.
there's not many. there's me and
Yeah,
me
it's
and
also
Martin. What's up,
11:30.
Martin?
It's also 11:30.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Hope you learned something. Go follow us on Instagram. Go ahead, Mark.
I am Mark McDonald on Instagram.
And yeah, now you started. Last time I started.
Yeah.
And then Jaden_Adams12. Thank you guys for watching.
Together on Journey Boys.
Yeah, Journey Boys Fitness. Go check out the website actually, j2bfit.com. See you next week.
I guess that's why I can live comfortably. So that's what happens when you got good.